Latino Ruido. Oh my goodness. Staying in your lane. Should you mind your business, papito? Let me know. What you think
Straight
about
up presentados New York way.
Oh my God. A special Latino shout out in memoriam. Willie Colon. We're going to talk about that and so many others that have passed on so far. Love in 2026, papito. Oye, it's crazy. What is love? What's happening right now? Movie
What's love got to do with it?
Exactly. Movie reviews, funny stories, and so much more here in el Latino Ruido. So come on back.
Aquí en el Latino Ruido todo puede ocurrir. El Latino Ruido, escucha el tambor, ritmo de cultura, pasión y amor. Desde el corazón hasta el plato servido. Somos el alma, somos el ruido.
Latino Rita, better goodie.
Oh my God! I feel boxed. What is going on? Hello, how are you, everybody? ¿Cómo está mi gente? This is your girl Evie, and this is.
Bronx Mamito!
Why are you looking at your teeth?
I want to make sure there's nothing in it.
My goodness. Welcome to a new episode of El Latino Ruido. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I know it looks kind of different. We're not in the studio today. We were the blizzard kind of like we kind of got buried in the snow, guys. So we haven't been able to dig ourselves out. So we still right, like still under the snow, but we're doing it remotely, ¿verdad? ¿Verdad? Ay, papi.
Yes,
Ah.
yes, we're stuck. We can't get out. There's nothing but snow
Get out.
everywhere. There's snow
No.
from the sky, snow from the ground. We got
Oh
white
my
snow, we
goodness.
got black snow, we got yellow snow.
We got all type of snow, baby. All type of snow, papito. So yeah, guys. So we're just doing it remotely, but it's still us. It's still fabulous us. So
Straight up.
I hope you guys are having a great day so far, a great week, right? How was your
Yeah,
week,
y'all.
papito?
Yeah, my week was good. I had a relaxed week because the snow kicked in, and so we just stood home and just had some
Wasn't it
good.
scary?
Yo, listen, I was looking out the window. That wind was like pushing the snow like 60 miles per hour, and everything was getting stuck together. And I'm like, yo, these people. And then there's people still walking outside. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with them?
I
Wasn't there
know.
a state law to stay home?
Absolutely. Like what the heck was going on? And then I mean, I that Sunday that it started, well thank God I went to a supermarket. I got the bread and milk. I don't know if you guys went and ran. I ran and I got my bread and milk, coconuts and everything on Saturday. But that
Yep.
Sunday, I went to work and I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to like kind of work later in the night. But they decided to close early because it started getting worse. And in New York City, they had like a no if you were not an essential worker, you they didn't want you in the in the
Yeah, yeah. You had to be a essential worker to be out in the
yes.
streets.
So they had a special call before 9 o'clock. They don't want anybody just driving and doing popping
So
willies in the snow and none of that stuff. So
I
I
want to
was
give,
on time.
yeah, I want to give
How, how,
props.
how about you?
Yeah, I just want to give props to all the essential workers. You have your ambulance, you have your police officer, fire department, and then you got your security officers that goes out there every day, do their job to make sure that the safety of everything is on lock. I commend you guys for doing that, yo. Essential workers do not get enough props for that.
They
So
sure don't. So
yeah,
you know what, essential workers, you know what fingers you get? You get these fingers. Get these fingers. Yeah. Because you guys, I mean, regardless of anything, you had to still go out there and do what you need to do. And I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. So I give it up to you guys.
yeah, I give much love to them, yo. Like most of the time, you never know what's gonna happen, and these guys always stay making sure that everything stays operational. So, gotta give them props.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what, Papito? I don't know how you felt, but listen, New Yorkers, listen. They were listening this time. There was nobody outside. It was empty, like the street, the businesses closed early. I mean, everybody was home. And
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
something. Hi, Brendan.
Welcome in, Brandon. You
Hey, Brendan.
know, you know who I was bugging out on was
But wait a minute. Charles says, does the hookers fall under those workers? Are they? They're essential workers. Let me tell you,
the essential
they're
workers.
essential workers. They do. They are because they provide a service. They kind of like make you go through, at ease. They keep you at ease during difficult times like this.
Yeah.
I'll give it up for the hookers. You go, girls and boys.
Yo, listen, first of all, I do consider them essential because they out there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? There are people out there who's
With the
fiending
tacos, man. You know they
get
be
paid
slipping and sliding,
to
right?
get that knob slob, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
But
and they be slipping and sliding. I'm telling you, with the big tacos, they be doing it. They be doing it. They be like, "Ay, ay, espérate, twenty
yo,
dollars, $20."
but don't forget, Evie, check this out. Don't forget,
Uh-huh.
you got also those crackhead essential workers who's always outside.
Yes, they're
Yo, look at
essential workers. They are essential workers. Hey, James.
yeah.
DJJ's in the house. Thank you.
Welcome. DJ Jace is in the house. Welcome in.
You see, we do have a point. He said we have
Yeah,
a point here.
yeah, of
You know,
course
they're
you have a
essential
point. Yeah,
workers.
you got to think about it, yo.
Why
Those are
not?
essential
Yeah.
workers. You know what I'm saying? You
Like the
know?
liquor store is an essential business.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
bodegas
essential.
is an essential business,
You know?
Even the
Welcome in,
cat
Mimi.
in the bodega. Hi,
Yeah,
Edie. Even the cat in the bodega is an essential worker because
yeah, yeah.
he's guarding that bread. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Hi,
What up, Johnny?
Johnny. John, you know what, Papito? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Johnny, when you gonna get in the pool? Stop posting pictures of you in front of the pool and he don't get in the pool.
Yo, but he doesn't post that he's in front of the
He
pool.
show his feet, his crusty
His
feet.
hairy legs. You know what I'm saying?
His
You
heavy
don't even
leg.
you don't even put your toes in the water. You in
I
Florida,
know,
enjoy
like
it,
what's
yo.
up
At least
with
put
that,
some,
Johnny?
you know, you got a whole pool and you don't even enjoy it.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's-
Chris.
yo, I'll swear to
How you
God,
doing?
I will be swimming in my Borat outfit like that. I see me more.
I know. Like, what's going on with
Yo,
that?
what
Like,
up, Chris? I'm not falling for it, Chris.
you know what? You know what, Chris?
Ooh, Chris.
No, but thank you. Hey guys, I don't know again if you noticed we are doing our show remote today.
Yes.
We are still very under the snow. The caca snow. Is it yellow already? Because it gets dirty, man. So we just decided to do it remotely. So you get
Yeah,
to see this big face in your screen like this.
it's true.
But I hope that you guys are
Yo,
good, that you guys are
Jace
safe. Did
left
you
a lot.
shovel? Did you shovel? Papita, did you shovel in front of your house?
Yo, listen, I live in an apartment building. You know, I don't have to show. Mira, DJ Jace. He said bodegas, liquor store, and putis. They're bare
Yeah, bare
necessities.
necessities. Exactly.
Right.
Amen.
Yo,
Jesus.
putis,
Yes.
putis are bare necessities. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
they
They
are
are
under necessities.
essential workers.
With the tacos, and they be slipping and sliding.
Yeah, I see.
With the little short jackets, and you know that they freezing their ass, but they out there. They're so committed,
Yep,
to make you go through this blizzard the best way possible.
straight up. Yo, listen, at the end of the day, listen, all I know, I don't have to shovel because I live in an apartment
Mimi
building.
shovel.
I live in
Look,
the Bronx.
what do you mean,
And
Mimi shovel? And you don't have to shovel.
yep, well, Mimi got a casa. That's her problem. That's her prerogative, all right? I got a super. My super name is fucking, excuse my language.
Mira, mira esta cursing.
My super's name is Don
Manolo,
Julio.
don't worry.
He's like, every day he be shoving, he be like, it's very cold out here, Mikito, it's very cold. And I'll be like, well, raise up the heat.
Hit on the radiator. You know how you used to hit the
Yeah,
radiator.
I do.
Bring up
I
the
bing,
heat.
bing, 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 bing. I take my hairbrush and bang on this thing.
Ay, Dios mío. But no, like Chris says, I mean, I hope it melts. But you know what? DJ JC's up in Holyoke in Massachusetts. You know that's cold over there.
Yeah,
I mean, the river was frozen when we went earlier.
he's making
So is it
snowmen.
still frozen? I don't know. What's going
You
on?
know,
What's
yeah,
going
it
on?
got to be still frozen. Well, nah, not really because
Mhm.
it's been the sun's been out for the past 2 days, so it probably moving.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, like you, I didn't have to deal with the shoveling because, my building has Don Tito. Oh, not Don Tito, the Don Tito from here, but there's that Tito guy that the super that he be cleaning and stuff like that. But we didn't
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
deal with that. But just it's just been kind of crazy for in a lot of regions. So I hope you guys are good, and you got your bread and and milk with the cold cuts and the
I
sopa.
had hot chocolate. I had some hot chocolate, and I
Ooh
had
la la.
some nice, grilled cheese sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Some pancakes. I was living it up.
Oh, look at that. Jay says that is pretty good today. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
you see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you see, I'm glad. No, but I eat a lot. When I stay home, I just get bored and I start munching on everything. On everything. I did pastelillos. I did a big breakfast, and then I cooked lunch, and then I cooked. I was just cooking, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be relaxing here,
Hey,
But
look,
anyway,
a lot of snow melted today thanks to the weird New England weather.
it's
That's
so
because
weird.
the
It's
Patriots.
bipolar.
That's because the Patriots lost, so they had to do something to
They mad.
reclaim, they winning streak.
They mad. They
They
mad up there.
they was like,
They
they so mad they make snow melt.
I know for real. So no, but it's melting here in New York, but it's still a lot of places are still bury and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So anyway, so don't eat the snow, guys, because it's yellow.
yeah.
Okay, just
Listen,
that's not lemon flavor, all right? Just letting
yeah,
you know, or crema flavor. Don't
I
do that.
I want to give props to the sanitation, all right, because today I
Really?
got to see them outside. Yes, right. I got to see them outside shoveling. They was actually using shovels just to make walkways for people to walk through. So that was a kudos. Even last time I was complaining they didn't do nothing, not a culo shit. No, no, no. But they did a lot today. You know what I'm saying? I saw them do their thing.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh
happy.
well. So you know what? No. I want to give it up to everybody downtown too in Manhattan that all the workers too. They were cleaning real nice those buildings.
Hmm.
Really nice those buildings. So when I came into work, I was just like, "Hey, this is nice. This is nice over here.
Yep. Hey,
Better than in
Evie, also,
Boston."
hey, Evie, also, we should give props to the mayor. The way he controlled all of the situation.
Mira,
Like,
look, I don't get political here, but
nah,
I gotta give it to the Sohan guy.
yeah, don't mess with the Zohan.
You know what? He pretty was on point. Like he 1, 2, 3, 4. Like he followed an agenda and he just kept stood by it. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad. I know the kids are mad. They're like, I don't want to go back to school, but he sent you back to school.
No, but he looked out for everybody's safety and he made sure everybody's still home and it was
Gotta give it to
the
him.
most smartest move, like I think in the history of mayors to do things like that. I think he was dope for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
it went swiftly. You know what I'm saying? Like even at this point right now, like I said, I'm seeing people, sanitation workers shoveling outside. They literally using shovels. They're not using the machines or anything. They out there on foot doing what they got to do. So I give them
Absolutely. So, mira, I'm sorry. I hope your back didn't give out. Ponte Vicks.
Ponte Vix.
And you know what I mean? And I, but nobody wasn't going to go out anyway. Exactly. Exactly.
I bet you Brandon was building snowmans.
He was. He got a snow. He live in Jersey. So I
Yeah.
bet you he did a little snowman. We should have done a little ghetto snowman ourselves. We should have done the Latino Rudio with the fruits like Cameron Miranda type of snowman with the fruits and the little boobies like this. Mamá, yo quiero la
Lily,
chupeta. We
LDM
should have.
Network says, I think he needs to make school remote for at least 2 more days.
He should. My son would love that. My
No,
son would love that.
I
Hi,
don't think he should. I think these kids have enough breaks this year, yo.
yo, for
So
real, like how many breaks?
they're gonna
Dios
have
mío.
another
But
one coming
anyway,
up soon, yo. They're about to have another one.
yeah, you know.
Easter.
Oh, you feel like the Super Bowl night? Woo. Yes, you know it. You know it. Pero mira, let me tell you. Are we talking about all this blizzard and this digging and digging deep and on digging stuff? Oh my God. You guys, have you been no like all the stuff about the Epstein files?
Oh
Mira,
my god.
esto is, and they have a thing in Netflix. It's like a whole thing in Netflix and stuff. Man, that's some. I hope none of you guys are in the in part of that file because I don't want to hear nothing, you guys. Listen,
Chris,
it's
Chris,
crazy.
I know you part of the Epstein
Chris,
files.
we're gonna have the Latino Ruido files.
Yep.
Charles, let's make the Latino Ruido
Yep.
files. It's crazy. Have you noticed that? Oh my God.
You
It's
know
just
what's
listen.
crazy is that people been talking about this file for so long, but the one thing they nobody ever mentioned how my man Corey Feldman's been mentioning this for the longest. He's been mentioning all these high Hollywood people who's running around abusing these kids and taking advantage
Yes,
of
and all
them.
this
And
stuff. Yeah,
and
that's
and
bad.
and mind you, there was a group of them who was going through there, like Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, I think what's her name? The pretty in pink girl. I think there was a whole group of them. Even my man Charlie Sheen and all of them was part of that. So I
Listen,
don't know.
all those people back in the days, they were all in this I don't know, this arroz con pollo. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy because I started seeing it like they reporting it on Netflix. It's crazy. Oh,
Listen,
well, I'm pissed off because they
Charles,
didn't even mention me on the file. Damn it, that's right,
Charles,
Charles.
they
How dare
did
they
mention
not
you.
mention Charles?
They did mention you. They called you the LDW, not the LDM. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so
They
Papito,
call
he's
you.
not the L double D M network.
Yo,
No,
yo, he was the low down whoppers.
que bochicha. I'm like this. Oh my God,
Yeah, Molly Ringwald. Yes.
it's crazy, yo. Like I don't
Yeah,
know, like this is
there was a group of them during the Epstein files that they mentioned, and then and like they all was getting abused, and there was a bunch of childhood Hollywood stars,
yeah.
kids, and they
Oh
all was
my
going through that.
God, it's sad. You know what? It's really sad. But I'm gonna say this. You know, they always talk about the minorities, the Spanish, not the Hispanics, and African Americans, and like the minorities in general. That we always look at this. This is people are up there, and they got issues. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy. It's
yeah.
really crazy. So listen, Charles. Let me no, I'm gonna name him the Mr. L double D M network.
L
Right
double
here.
D.
The L double D
Hey
in the
Gigi,
house. Hey Gigi. How are you? How are
Angelique.
you? It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, 2026 has started like I don't know, like Bochinche Central. Let me tell you. So many things has come out. It's crazy, Bros Papito. It's crazy, you know? So imagínate, ay, ay, ay. Pero mira, I
Yes.
mentioned like when all this is happening, I really wanted to dive into like, should we mind our own business? Should we stay in our lane as individuals or as a nation? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because as individuals, all these things are popping out of nowhere. People get angry, they get sensitive. You can't do anything, you can go here because then people start assuming things and this and that. And it's like it's driving people crazy. It drives me crazy. You know what you think about that, mind your business, stay in your lane, you know.
Well, let me tell you, Evie, minding your business is supposed to be a New York thing. It's a New York thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
You
a
see
New
it,
York
you
thing.
might
Like,
mind
get
your
out of
business.
here,
You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. It's a New York thing.
I'm
But at the
walking
end
here.
of the day, there are times where you have to do what's right for, you know what I'm saying, for you or your safety or whatever, because you see different things. You know what I'm saying? But like there's a time and place when you
Right.
can do that. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place where you can do that. And
Hey
there's not a
Charles,
time and place where you can't do that.
just for you.
Let
That's
me
our
see.
special guest. That's our special guest.
Yes. Yep. But at the like I said, at the end of the day, it's always like that. Welcome in, Mohead. And like I said, it's always like
Hola,
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mary, ¿cómo está?
And minding your business there, like Charles says, is not going to hurt someone. But on the reals, there's are points where you say that, but sometimes minding your business probably would hurt somebody. Say somebody's getting
Exactly.
raped or getting hurt or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you see a cop, you're gonna let them know, yo, listen, that guy is beating up on that chick, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever the situation, you
Right,
know.
but because it's kind of like mind your business is like in the aspect of mental health and focusing, like focus and instead of reacting to others, like focus on personal growth, your happiness, your state of mind, your body, your health, because it's crazy how all these things are happening this year, and it's like it's driving people like insane. People are overreacting. People are thinking beyond and making things that are this little, they're making it big.
I agree with you, Edie. I agree with you. Not when it comes to children. If I see
Right, right.
somebody, hurting a children or doing something, that's when you step in. You protect the kid for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But if you see like two people arguing and they in a relationship and it's a man and woman thing and they arguing, mind your business. Because at the end of the day, I've seen this happen once, and I'm telling you, I've seen it. The guy was like really going into it to the girl, and some dude was trying to help her out, and she went and attacked him for talking and beating up because they ended up fighting the two guys. She went and beat up the guy and was like, "Yo, that's my boyfriend." All this stuff. Hi,
Right.
Zareda, welcome in. And that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's when you mind your business. But when you see a kid who's in harm or he looked like somebody's trying to lead him away from his family, then that's when you step in. You know what I'm saying? Or if you see a backpack that's laying down somewhere by itself,
That's a crazy
and
lady.
when you leave or you see a backpack by itself,
Right.
then you mention it. You know what I'm saying? Things like that is not when you mind your business, but when you see two people arguing and they a couple, mind your business.
Exactly, Charles. Mind your business doesn't mean don't tell the law
Yeah,
officer.
and it doesn't mean tell the officer exactly. Like I said, you can see the guy arguing with the girl, whatever. But if you see a cop on your way to the train station, wherever you was going, because obviously you was walking, you saw it happen, and you see a cop, then you can mention to the cop, "Yo, listen, I saw something happen over here. I think
Because back
you
in
should
the
go
day,
check it out."
like when I was growing up and growing up in El Barrio, East Harlem. I mean, if we see something, a lot of people will get involved. He's like, "Yo, don't put your hands on her, or this, or that. Leave that kid alone." Now it's like everybody has kind of diminished that involvement, and they don't even get involved in anything at all. Anything.
Yeah,
They just keep on walking.
that.
I've
Well,
noticed that not only in our neighborhood, but it happens also in a lot of online now, because of social media the way it is now, and it's totally changed. People actually just don't, they mind their business. They keep walking, you know yeah, like helping elderly in needs. Like, I
that's
feel
true.
like now you don't see as much as you used to. What do you think about that? Because
I
I
really don't see
don't really see,
nobody. I don't really see nobody help the elderly. Like the elderly,
they don't even give them
first
a
of all,
seat.
no, they don't even give them a seat on the train, and then they don't even allow them to walk on the sidewalk. You see the old person walking on the sidewalk. I'm telling you, I went through this myself with mommy. Mommy will tell you, and
Yeah,
I,
Charles
I
says, see something, say something, especially when it gives me less time in jail. Hey,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
it's
true.
true. You know what I'm saying? But even me, like I said, one time I was walking with mommy, and mommy walks slow. You know what I'm saying? She takes it. She don't walk slow, but that's the pace she has. You know what I'm saying? My one step is like maybe five of her steps. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
maybe one block is forever for her. But the people that walks around her, it's like they just walked right through her or rushed right by her. Nobody's concerned of her safety or how she is. And then I feel like I have to walk in between, like a bodyguard, to make sure that she gets some type of safety. You know what I'm saying? Because when I walk with her, I notice how rude and disrespectful everybody is.
They are. They really are. They don't even say and it's hard to say good morning. How are you? Even the respect towards women is gone. I don't.
Yeah,
I
that,
remember when a man would pass, hey, how are you? Have
they
a
don't
good
do
day.
that.
And it's like now it's kind of, but it's hard because we think it's like he's creepy and like, wait a minute, I'm not used to that. But we have lost that human aspect of living, that I could
Yeah,
remember that we used to help the elderly. You mentioned about your mom, if they carrying bags and stuff like that, like help them. They're going up the stair. Oh, you want me to help you with your shopping cart or whatever?
we lost
They
that.
don't do that anymore. I don't
No,
see that.
eh,
I do not see that.
I saw on the news a couple of times that they actually was trying to help him. Well, Dika help him. Oh, can I help you? And then they snatched the bag and ran. Or they stay in front of banks and watch the elderly cash out their money, and then
A
they rob them.
robarle, para hacer
You know
pillos.
what I'm
So they,
saying? And it's crazy that nowadays that they, to me, they punks. They punks because you will take advantage of an elderly person to rob them for their money, but you wouldn't do that to somebody like me when I come out the bank with my cash. You know
wait,
why? Because
espérate,
you know,
wait,
punks are
espérate,
big.
wait. Mira,
What?
mira,
What?
cálmate, cálmate, espérate, cálmate. You're about to go through those.
You already
But I
know.
know, but I see your passion because you get upset like that. Oh my God, you getting so. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. I got you. I'm looking. But no, but I mean, it's sad. But then I think a lot of people, the way, because of the life is changing, we start putting boundaries for us to just like protect ourselves, because there's crazy people. There's a lot of mental health situation. There's a lot of people that are going through, and a lot of people keep to themselves, like they keep into oneself. And it makes it sad to certain individuals of what's happening right now in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy, and you see the mental health is growing drastically daily. I see it all the time. Like when I get on a train station, there's always some type of EDP person there. You know what I'm saying? There's always an EDP there. Even the whole
What is
125th.
EDP, by the way? Like, what is the EDP?
EDP means emotionally disturbed person. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Is an
Okay.
emotionally disturbed person, and it's hard to see that when you walk down the street there's a whole bunch of them. When you get on the train there's always an EDP. When you get off the train there's an EDP. And then especially 125th you got all these zombies like
Oh my God! Look, and they be yo, they be no, but they be like, when they into their medication too. They be like, they just stand there like this, like zombies, and they could be 2 hours and they don't fall. You ever see that? Oh, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
really
they
crazy.
zombied out, and then you got some of them who sitting there, they banging on the train station, and then they'd say they put the Omni and raised up the rates on the transit for all this stuff. But guess what?
I see
There's no
worse now. I
cameras.
see so much
They
stuff now.
they yeah they say they're cameras, but there's no cameras. There's no officers in the train station. Like you got all these people running around banging, rubbing their butt on the poles, pissing all over the place, and nobody's really safe. How safe are we when you got
That's right,
mostly
Lisa.
EVPs running around?
Lisa
Lost
said
of
loss of
empathy and
empathy and sense of
community.
community that we had
That
back in the day. We respected and helped the elders. Yeah, and
and
now
it's gone.
we don't
It's
see that.
gone.
We don't see that. We don't
Yep,
see that.
that's gone.
So yeah, it means restart. Yes, I said it. Retard. He said restart. Why I said restart? I said
Yeah,
that
I
means
like chocolate milk.
restart. Yes, I said. Charles said it. Charles said it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's so sad, and even in the community, when you have your kids, you always like depend on the neighbor or somebody that, oh my God, I know that's Carmela's son and I'm gonna watch him so he won't get in trouble. Now you gotta watch that person that said that because he could turn out to be a pedophile. It just
Or
it,
serial killer.
it's like so much stuff going on that I like growing up. We used to not see that. We used to see
Yeah,
different behaviors from people.
yeah,
You know,
that's true.
it's sad. And going into leading into the nation. Look what happened in Puerto
Please
Vallarta.
don't get me
Like,
started, Lisa. Don't get me
listen, look what
started.
happened in Puerto Vallarta and the whole thing about the narcs and the cartel, and now it's just like it's just we don't get political here, but it's something that we're going through right now. And but listen, I want to thank Tom Cruise. I want to thank Tom Cruise because I know the Mission Impossible, something happened there. They're gonna make a movie out of what happened in Puerto Vallarta with the whole cartel. Listen,
Yo,
Papito,
I'm gonna tell you.
mark my words, they're gonna do a movie about that.
Yeah, they are gonna do a movie about it, and then it's gonna be
They're
like
gonna-
this. My man's gonna be like, "Yo, listen, I want you to know if you don't take care of your backyard,
Dun, dun,
we're
dun,
gonna go
dun,
and take care of your
dun,
backyard. All
dun,
right?
dun,
If
dun,
you don't do,
dun, dun, dun.
if you don't do something about it, we're gonna take care of it. You understand me? So do
Yeah,
something about it." And then they sent Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise went over there, scoped out the pace, came back and said, "Yo, listen, this is what we gotta do, blah, 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 blah," and you get
you
the
take
credit.
over
And you get
Mexico
the
and do
credit.
your thing,
And this,
Mexico.
and then this is what the president of Mexico said. "Sí, señor." And she went to her thing, and she got A+ by the president. You know what I'm saying? But she really didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
It was Tom
Because
Cruise at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. This is at the end of the day. If you really wanted something to do and take care of your backyard and making sure all those cartels were gone, you would have done that a long time ago. Any of
Exactly.
you
Take care
did,
of your
they would have
grass
done that
right
a long
now.
time ago.
Feed
So
your
now,
grass and take care of your grass and things like that,
you
will
know,
be
so
affordable.
now you got the president coming in and saying, "Listen, if you don't do it, we're gonna do it." And then now you don't want the president to come in and mess up your backyard like they did to Iran and all the other
Ay,
places where
Dios mío, I know, mira, eso es. Listen, it's only February. Look, it's almost ending of February, and we're going through all this in 2026 so far. What is going on? We had the SMP in the Bronx last week. Now we got this going on. Bendito
stampede.
mira. Pero mira, honestly, I feel sorry. My condolences, and we send love and strength to the business owners, the tourists, the even the people that lived in that area. Oh my God, like I could imagine what you're going through. But listen, they gotta clean up. They gotta clean up and
But
make life
but
easier and better for you guys. So
but yeah, Evie, but they've been going through that for so long. The people who's living there been living with these
I
cartels,
just
you know what I'm saying, really trying to take over their land and do everything. You got these guys who's part of that land harassing their own people. That don't make sense.
it's so true. You know
You know what
why?
I'm saying?
Because I think that everybody needs to get one of those what is it, those pets that they walk with you? You know those pets that, can they be like a service pet? Everybody needs a service pet right now. They
Yeah,
gotta get some love. We gotta get
yeah,
more love out here, man. I swear. You know
and it's just
what
so that
Charles says. I think it was done to make noise and ask for help without asking.
yeah,
That's a good point.
and
That's a good point.
yeah, and then it's also a way to unite two separate places. You know what I'm saying? All right, you gave me intel. Now I know what's good, and now we're gonna go and take care of these guys and do what we got to do. But at the end of the day, they dealing with hydras. So at the end of the day, if you chop one head, another one's gonna grow. So how
It's
long
so
do you
true.
deal with that fight? You know what I'm saying?
So
And without,
again,
you
so
know what I'm saying?
again, Bro Papito, I ask you, should in this position right now, should we mind our business and stay in our lane?
I don't know.
Like,
America is always in the
like that?
middle of everything. America is always in the middle of everything. They presentados, you know what I'm saying? And they want to seem strong or whatever, but at the end of the day, it was you who was teaching people how to make bombs. It was
So
you
mira,
who was doing all of this stuff,
stop
yo.
being presentados and be no noise and be yourself, guys. Be
You
yourself.
know, You know what the president needs to do? Instead of worried about what's happening outside, worry about what's happening here at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got people,
like
you know what
give
I'm
me
saying?
some
Like,
water. Water my
yo,
flowers.
work on your front lawn. You know what I'm saying? Not your backyard. But at the end of the day, yo, listen, I don't care. He's a Nazi to me.
Ay, Dios mío, mira, don't say
Why?
that. But
Why?
anyway, pero no, pero the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic was because not only we lose respect to the elders and compared to what is happening in our nation and in the world, also too like what's happening in social media. And a lot of people, there's so much stuff going on in social media. Like, what's happening with all this bochinche and this hating among each other? And a lot of people either when things like this happen, they either get involved too much or they just mind their business and they just keep it moving. You know what I mean? And it's so much that we could do, and it's up to the people, to oneself, if they want to get involved or not. You know what I mean? What you think about that whole thing? I mean, it
Yeah,
involves, it's like it branch out into so many topics. It's ridiculous.
100. Take one head, two more takes his place. Good point. But
Yeah,
that's the fact. No matter what, somebody's always going to grow. What's up,
yeah,
Hector Jesus? Welcome in. That's my cousin. How you doing? But at the reals, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go and take care of one, person, and then you want to go to Cuba and all these people and trying to take care of those people. But every time you chop ahead,
you don't
another
think
one's
of
going to grow.
us. I think of
But
us.
you got us over here struggling. We paying freaking $6 for a gallon of milk and $5 for huevos, but you can't even figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And you want to figure out the global problem.
Yeah.
Figure
So
out what's
listen.
happening in your front lawn first and start worried about what's happening global. Okay?
So
Senor,
guys, mind your
senor,
business. Mind your business and start getting into people's business.
straight up.
Yeah, no, I mean, because it's like sometimes, like I know, we mentioning the nation and what's happening in the world and the things and how it was back in the days to compare to now. But at the end of the day, it's just it means so much more than us right now, and it's like
Yes.
either you want to growth and you want to become focus on personal growth, then why are you like involving in yourself in other things and other things that are out of your league or out of your hands? But then at the same time, we're losing our values, and we're losing what we're here for, like what we were embedded
I,
in us. You know what I mean? Hey, Eileen.
I
You know,
welcome in. But yeah, it's
it's a
just
lot. It's
crazy
a lot
like that.
going on. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on, and like I said, there's only so much you can pinpoint on. Okay, it's a good idea to stop the drugs to come into to New York, to the United States, and stop the drugs right there, and stop it where it's at, and seize all their drugs or whatever. But you're dealing with several cartels. You're not dealing with one. You're dealing with several. So if
Hey,
you're gonna
Carrie.
take care of it, if you're gonna take care of something,
What?
take care the whole bunch, the whole load, not one person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Try to rally up on everything. You just put a band-aid on one situation, and then you started your own civil war where everybody's gonna fight for the same, title. You know what I'm saying? Just stop them all. You know what I'm saying? How about just destroying their crops of cocaine or whatever they do?
Ay,
Destroy.
Dios mío. You're gonna go
Yeah,
over there and start burning the
yeah, you
grass?
just go in with flamethrowers and burn everything, and
Right.
everybody get how they go. Man, we shouldn't do it from the sky.
Imagine.
You
Oh, I know. I'll be high. I'll be high
know
because
what I'm
with
saying?
all that smoke coming over here, woo!
But at the end of the
Woo!
day, that's what you should have
My
done, yo. Just
body.
work. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, you took down one snake, but one head. But at the end of the day, you got all these little minions. I want to be a champion. Everybody sizing up. Oh, mine's is bigger. Mine's is bigger. You know what? None of y'all guys is bigger because y'all killing kids, y'all raping women. Y'all ain't nobody
Mhm.
big because y'all garbage. And at the end of the day, yo, something's gonna happen to you just like your last guy who just
Ay,
got killed. You know what I'm saying?
it's true. I think
You
it's a
hear me?
game of
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
game of I. Ay, Dios mío, ay,
You want to go to war?
mira, ay,
You
Dios mío,
you want to go
Bárbara,
to
Dios
war?
mío. But I think it's a game of quién es más macho. You know, everybody wants to know, wants to be quién es más macho. So not only is it affecting our nation, but it's affecting our lives, our day-to-day lives. And it's sad.
Yep.
It's sad. We wanted to touch up on this subject, and we're not gonna spend the whole hour on it, but it's an important thing
Yeah.
to talk
No.
about it at home and try to reciprocate like what is going on, what is it that you guys want, what is it that you want going forward, because this is a totally different year. And you know, and it was the, I think it's the year of the horse in the Chinese calendar, year of the fire
It's the year of the
horse,
horse.
which is a, which means is a lot of changes, a lot of things fast paced. So we wanted to talk
Yeah.
a little bit about that, because I think it affects us in different aspects in our lives, and especially where we live.
Year of the horse, the purebred.
Yeah, fire
Mm.
horse,
Así
baby.
mismo.
Rawr. You know, pero it's just crazy. We're living in a crazy world. So guys, just stay
Yeah.
safe. And you know what? Why don't you just get yourself a pet, damn it. Get yourself a pet. You know, I think everybody needs some
Yep.
love. We need love nowadays.
You know.
It's too much going
So
on. It's too much going on, bros, papito. It's too much going on.
yep. Too much.
It's sad. Like the news is like, even when I talk to Charles before the show starts, you know, we get prepared. We have conversations about what we're gonna talk about in the show, and it's like, oh my god, like all these stories, all this news, all this stuff that are happening, like it's
Yeah.
kind of, it's making people nervous. Like I mentioned, Epstein file, the people are resigning, people are just quitting because they don't want their name be brought up.
And
Look at what's happening with Nick Reiner. Reiner is it? Yeah, Nick Reiner, which is like the son of the producer, the director, Rob Reiner. He's
Rob
in
Reiner.
court. Yeah, and he's in court for murdering. I mean, es cosa crazy. Las cosas están. Things are crazy, guys. It's just, if it's not one thing, it's the other, is the other. You know what I mean? So it's super crazy. So I wanted to touch up, you know, in that little thing, that little just to for you to start a conversation at home and figure out, you know what I mean? And it's so much, it's so sad. A mí no me gusta estar sad. A mí no me gusta estar sad. You know, I still, at least I had a good weekend this past weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't we had a good weekend, Bros Papito? We
Yeah,
had a
we
one.
did. We had a good weekend. We ended up in Philadelphia. We got to hang out over there and
Yes.
chill with Deneen, and we get to see
Oh, wait a
Melissa.
minute, wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Mimi just said that she has a dog and is mean to her. You know what? The dog needs to some therapy. The dog, Mimi, send your dog to therapy. Yo, bros,
No,
papito, dog needs
listen,
therapy.
Mimi. I'll make it simple. Put your dog outside in the snow and leave him there for a few minutes, yo. Let's see how nice he be. Let's see how nice he be. That's how you
Teach
teach a
him
dog, right?
the right way.
No, no, but listen, but yeah, we had a great
Yeah,
weekend. But you know what? I just want to mention that, we had a passing, a loss, not just whatever. We just had a passing and a loss. Willie Colon, the great Willie Colon.
yes. Ay, Dios
You
mío.
know,
Latino Shadow and Memorial. My goodness. Can you believe que se nos fue? Se nos fue. And, you know, his full name was William Anthony Willie Colon Roman. He was born in South Bronx. Yes, baby, South Bronx in April 28, 1950. So he was Puerto Rican, New Yorker, from
in
the
the
Bronx.
Bronx. He's from the Bronx, baby.
Yes, and his career began like, oh my god, back in 1967 with his collaboration, and just he was a musician. He was a
Yeah,
musician. He used to trombone. I think
yeah. He started
that's
with
how
the
you pronounce
trombone.
it.
Yeah,
So he made so many collaborations with Héctor Lavoe, with Ruben Blades, Ismael Miranda, Celia Cruz, the Fania All Stars. He's just, he's royalty. He's salsa royalty. He's Latino royalty, and
Mm.
rest in peace.
Yeah,
Willie
yeah.
Colon.
You know,
So, what
he
is your
did.
favorite song from Willie Colon? Do you know?
Who me? My favorite song from him was Pedro Navaja. That's definitely one of my favorites. That was a great song, and like you can never forget that song. Once you hear it, everybody jumps up on that. So that's a true legend. True
Ay,
legend.
verdad,
We
bendito. That's so sad.
Willie Colon was a household name every Saturday morning. You washed your house. The parents was cleaning the house or
Con
cocinar.
fabuloso Mictolín.
What I'm saying? They used to clean all that stuff back in the days. You would say, yes, he was a legend. Yeah, and it's so sad. I'm sorry about that, Mimi. Oh, Lisa said I never liked him.
Oh my God, Lisa, you never like.
you know,
Oh,
but,
why not? You didn't like him?
but at the end of the day, he was great. He did what he had to do. He was Bronx born, and he grew up doing what he had to do. So that was awesome.
It is awesome. He collaborated with so many great artists and made unforgettable songs.
Yeah.
Like, El Gran Barón. Oh
Yep.
my God. Pedro Navaja, like you mentioned, Cheche Cole. He did also la Mugra de Panamá. Also, he did that. He did a lot of stuff. He collab. He was part of Aguanile with
Yes.
Héctor Lavoe.
Yes.
I mean, listen, it's just a great, great loss in in the Hispanic community and worldwide. Listen,
Mm,
so rest in peace. Our condolences to him, to his family, to his kids, to everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Willie Colon.
Rest
Pa'
in
que tú
peace, Willie Colon.
Yes. And also también,
Yeah.
bendito, there's so many others that passed on.
Yeah, we had James Vanderbilt, the kid from
Miren, Jesse Jackson, Reverend Jesse Jackson. También, yeah, Eric Dane. If you guys used to watch Grey's Anatomy, he died. The actor from there died. Chuck Negron, he was a singer. Ay,
Robert
Dios mío, ¿quién
Duvall. Robert Duvall passed
Robert
away.
Duvall también, Dios
James
mío.
Vanderbeek from what you call it, Dawson's Creek.
Dawson Creek, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ozzy Osbourne, Valentino. Hey, Valentino.
The lead
Uh,
singer to Three Doors Down, Brad Arnold, he passed away.
mucho, and
You
a
know,
lot of influencers and TikTok influencers, guys. I don't know if you. I mean, I don't think that it made a big impact in the news, but there was a lot of people dealing with mental issue, and they passed on, and
oh,
and
and
unfortunately, things that happened. But it's
and
been a
recording
one hell of a year so far.
and recording artist Jesse B's mom's passed away as well.
Yeah,
So
we wanted to give him. Yeah, I wanted to give him a big,
you
condolences to him. Sending him some prayers and a lot of love
yeah,
and strength to him and his family. So I mean, I know how it is to lose a parent.
yeah,
It's just I lost my mom during COVID, and you don't get over it. You don't get over it. So it's really hard, and yeah, Charles, some of them by suicide también. So it's just been one hell of a year, guys. Like, what is going on?
that's because this mental health is serious, and then you got to remember most of these stars has been living on their own. Like you, people forgotten most of these actors and actresses. They just been forgotten, and they only remember when they see a movie, be like, "Oh, look at this guy! I wonder what he's doing now." But look at this guy, my man Bruce Willis. Nobody remembers Bruce Willis like that, but you know what? Bruce Willis don't even know his own
Él
name.
está enfermo,
Bruce,
yeah.
Bruce Willis don't even know his own name now.
What is
So
it that what is it that he has? He has
yeah,
MS.
I think he got MS or something like that. But I can't
He
be
doesn't
really
know
sure.
who he
I
is.
don't want to
He's
say what
like,
it is, but yeah, he don't even remember anything. He
Yeah,
probably had dementia. He
thank
probably
you.
had dementia.
And condolences to you, Mimi, too. 'Cause her dad passed away. I think it was 2 years, 3 years ago. I think you mentioned. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're going through a lot. So please, please, let's just love each other and let's love the people that are around you right now. Because that's all. This is all we got. We got us,
Yes, man.
and we
It
got
is.
the people around in your family. We might not agree with them,
Look,
but at least
Martin Short daughter killed herself. You know what I'm
Mira,
saying?
ay,
And
Dios
with
mío.
Narrator, see, Bruce
Oh,
Willis
he
too
has
had
dementia.
dementia.
He
You
has
know what I'm saying?
dementia.
So that was too bad. So like,
Ay, Dios
you know,
mío. It's
you know.
sad, guys. It's sad. I don't want to make the show like a sad show, but these are little things that we got to talk about. You know what I mean? So, imagínate. Pero mira, at the end of the day, you know what the best thing to do? You know what happened? Imagine to do. You know, there's a hawk in California who's like who he was living his life. There was a hawk in California. Let me tell you something. In Los Angeles, there was a guy was sentenced 45 days in jail and a year probation because there was a video that showed him giving a little bit of alcohol to a juvenile hawk, and the hawk was drinking it. Cerveza time, baby. Come on.
Why you hating?
Why they hating? Why? Because
Why
he
you
was a
hating?
juvenile, he was a young hawk.
Yo, that's what teenagers do.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got
They,
a taste,
they, they giving him
how they gonna get it?
$45. He was
How
the
they gonna
bartender.
like? Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So in Los Angeles, guys, the guy got sentenced. It was a Spanish guy. I think his name was Cesar Gustavo something, and he was just chilling in the park. And the little young hawk was like, "Caw," he's flying around, and he was like this, "Hey, my man, you want a drink? You want to share it with me, my man?" And he went, gave him a little bit, and the hawk was like, man, he drank the whole little bottle of liquor. It was some type of liquor that's called like a buzz. It's like a little wine cooler, I call it. I think it is. I don't know. But yeah, so the hawk was having a moment. He was enjoying himself, let me tell you.
You,
But he got caught.
you know, it's
Well,
dumb that he got caught. It's dumb he got caught, and it's dumb that he's doing 45 days. But you know what's the funny thing is, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, those are wildlife creatures and they endangered species.
I
Species,
know,
you know.
especially the hawk.
So,
He gotta
so
live a little bit, bros, papitos time. Cause
yeah,
you need a little drink. You need a little
you know what
margarita.
you know what he should have done? He should have put a bow on the piso and left it there, and he wouldn't gotten caught. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you saw him.
Yeah, buzzball. Yes, Tina.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
was.
called
Yo.
buzzball or something. Yeah.
Oh man, you see, Tina was the culprit. Yo, she was
Uh-huh.
the
She knew. She
she
knew
was
about
there.
it.
She was
She
there. She
was
was the
there.
one. She was like, I'll be back. I'm getting more.
Yo, the hawk was like, caw, caw. My man was like, hey, listen, you want a little cerveza with me? Come on, let's go. Let's celebrate. Man, but that hawk was drinking. You know what? You know what finger that hawk gets from the
Yo, you
Latino
know,
Rudio? Bronx Papito, you ready? You know
yeah,
what finger you
yeah.
get? You get
This
this
one.
finger. Yo, call me. Yo, we're gonna hang out. Mimi, Chris, we hanging out with the hawk in Los Angeles, yo.
Hawkeye. Go, go,
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Shalom.
Caw.
Shalom.
What the heck? What kind of hawk is that?
That's
What
my
was that?
hawk.
That's your
That's the hawk from Beastmaster. That's the way Beastmaster was calling his hawk. He went,
I
Shalom.
caw.
Shalom.
We need a hawk. We need to bring a hawk to a Latino Rudo and walk around like this. Hawk. Go search. Go sick 'em, boy. Go get me a cracker. Yo, but that's crazy, right? Oh my god, but he loved that hawk was drinking,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
We need
listen.
to, you know what? We need to hang out. We need to hang out. We're hanging
I,
out. We're
yeah,
hanging out.
straight up. I
Yeah,
think that hawk.
definitely.
I think that hawk hangs out with the hawk that hangs out with Peacemaker from John Cena's Peacemaker. My
Ay,
man
Dios mío.
Eagly.
Oh my God. That is
All that.
hilarious. Mira, pero it's crazy. Mira, not only was the hawk chilling and he was having his phone, caw, he's having his fun and stuff like that. Mira, did you guys heard about the outburst in the BAFTA? The BAFTA is like the version, is the Oscar version of in England. It's called BAFTA, is the British Academy something of film. And listen, so there was they nominate all these movies. So there was a movie named I Swear. So it was based on that Tourette syndrome. It's called Tourette syndrome, and these are people that they can't control shouting, so they could be calm and they'd be like, "Shut up," and then they go like that. They stop. I don't care, like that type of syndrome.
Tourette's.
Me-
It's Tourette's.
Tourette's. Oh, Tourette's. Tourette. Listen, am I bobbling? Mira, and then it was like Michael B. Jordan and I think Delroy Lindo walking to the stage to present a visual effect award, and the people that were involved, the executive producer and stuff like, which it was the executive producer, by the way, but it was a movie that was talked about that that sickness. Mira, the guy is sitting in the audience, and here comes Michael B. Jordan and the Roy Lindo, and they're gonna about to present, and the guy comes out and shout a racial slur.
Look at this Negro. Look at this nigga.
Oh my God, guys! And
All these
yo,
black niggas.
yo,
All these
and
black
I feel
niggas
so
over here.
bad.
None niggas.
Yes.
We got
Mira,
niggas. We got niggas. We got niggas.
unbelievable, guys. If you could listen, you could Google it, you could see it on YouTube. You could see the two actors' faces were like, oh my goodness, like they paused for a little bit, but they continue like normal, like nothing happened. So I mean, they being under the fire, because even though that they apologized to them, but papito, they did apologize. Look, sorry. Is this is they're part of the movie and they there. But the thing is that they didn't bleep it out. They let it happen three times. Three times. So it's like people are trying to think like, yo, are you letting it happen on purpose?
Yeah,
So this
they
guy
allowed
is
it.
under, his name is John Davidson. Um, he's under fire, and he's been getting a lot of negative comments from other Hollywood stars. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, guys, you gotta.
All right,
It's
guys.
unbelievable.
So thank you for joining in. This is the end of the show. Thank you for coming. Have a great one.
He did, Eileen. He did on purpose.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in, everybody. I know this was a different format we usually do, but we'll be back next week on schedule. Due to the
On
weather.
schedule, we're gonna dig ourselves out, and we're going back to the studio.
You know what I'm saying? So have a great one, guys.
Thank
Be
you,
safe,
guys.
be
We love
blessed,
you.
and be you.
We love you guys. Bye. Like
Yeah.
and share. Let everybody.
Aquí en el Latino Ruido todo puede ocurrir. El Latino Ruido.